Hello students, see our chapter 8 related trigonometry related to class 10 NCERT exercise 8.4. Here question 5th it is prove the following identities. Here one identity 5th of 5th which is cos A minus sin A plus 1 upon cos A plus sin A minus 1 is equal to cosec A plus cot A. This we have to prove. So for this, first of all let us take LHS in solution. You have taken LHS cos A plus, suppose I am writing plus 1 minus sin A, so I can write it like this because this plus sign is taken in front and 1 is written first and then minus sin A upon cos A, and if we are taking minus sign common then this 1 will become positive and this sin A will become negative. So we may write it like this LHS step, and afterwards we can, by rationalizing the denominator, so we can rationalize the denominator by rationalizing the denominator. So if we rationalize the denominator, then it will become cos A plus 1 minus sin A upon cos A minus 1 minus sin A into cos A minus 1 minus sin A, and in denominator, plus cos A plus 1 minus sin A upon cos A plus 1 minus sin A. Means what we have done, what we are doing in rationalizing the denominator, we are changing the sign of denominator in between. This is minus sign, means positive sign is taken and then it is multiplied and divided by the same quantity. It is called rationalization, that you know very well. Now A plus B into A plus B is equal to A plus B whole square. So we may write here cos A plus 1 minus sin A whole square, and in denominator it is A minus B into A plus B is equal to A square minus B square. So we can write cos square A minus 1 minus sin A whole square. That we can write because A square minus B square is equal to A plus B A minus B, we can say A plus B into A minus B. So this is the identity which we have used here. Now afterwards what we can do, here we have to apply A plus B whole square. It is A and this one is B. So A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So here I am applying cos square A plus 1 minus sin A whole square plus 2 cos A into 1 minus sin A. 2 cos A into 1 minus sin A. Which formula is applied here? And in denominator, see what it is there in denominator. We may write 1 minus sin square A here in place of cos square A minus 1 minus sin A whole square. So now what it will become? See, we have to write the applied formula also here. Which formula is applied after this step? A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. That is applied there in numerator only. See, A square plus B square minus plus 2AB. A plus B, this is B, this one is A. So A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Now we can write this cos square A as 1 minus sin square A. So here it is 1 minus sin square A and plus 1 minus sin A whole square and then plus 2 cos A into 1 minus sin A, and in denominator we may write it 1 square minus sin A square. We may write this also in this manner only, 1 square minus sin A square, because it is 1 minus sin square A. 1 minus sine square can be written as 1 square minus sine a square. So why we are doing so? Because again we are applying here one formula, that is a square minus b square, which is a plus ba minus b. So it will be 1 plus sine a 1 minus sine a. So it will be 1 plus sine a into 1 minus sine a. And here it is negative 1 minus sine a whole square is also there in denominator with this. So 1 plus sine a 1 minus sine a plus 1 minus sine a whole square. And afterwards last term will be 2 cos a into 1 minus sine a. Now what we can do? We can take 1 minus sine a common from numerator and denominator both, because this is also written as a square minus b square is equal to a plus b a minus b. So this will also become 1 plus sine a into 1 minus sine a. So 1 plus sine a into 1 minus sine a, and afterwards minus 1 minus sine a whole square. So what we can take common from numerator and denominator both? We can take common 1 minus sine a. So 1 minus sine a if taken common from the numerator, then it will be 1 plus sine a is remaining here. See, 1 plus sine a is remaining, and then plus 1 minus sine a. Why is it so? Let us see why is it so. Because here it is whole square. So 1 minus sine a is taken common. So 1 minus sine a into 1 minus sine a will be 1 minus sine a whole square. Now afterwards 2 cos a from here. It is 2 cos a, because 1 minus sine a is taken common from all the 3 terms. And in denominator also 1 minus sine a is taken common. So 1 minus sine a into 1 plus sine a is remaining here, and 1 minus sine a from here. So it will be minus in bracket 1 minus sine a, and bracket closed. Why bracket is there? Because here it is minus sign. So if there is minus sign, you remember one thing, if there is minus sign, then put bracket there for if it is having 2 terms in bracket. So you should have to take bracket in that case, otherwise mistake will be possible. Now this positive sign and negative sign will be cancelled. This 1 minus sin a is also cancelled by 1 minus sin a. What are the remaining terms? 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 cos a. So 2 plus 2 cos a, and in denominator, see this step, it will be 1 plus sin a, and afterwards minus 1 plus sin. So this negative 1 and positive 1 will be cancelled. 2 can be taken common from here. So if 2 is common, then what will be the remaining terms? 1 plus cos a, and in denominator it is 2 sin a. Sin a plus sin a is 2 sin a. So this 2 is also cancelled. Now you can solve it further. How can you solve it further? You can break LCM from here. So it will become 1 upon, see, 1 upon sin a plus cos a upon sin a. 1 upon sin a plus cos a upon sin a. So now this will become cosec a plus cot a. Cosec a plus cot a. See our RHS, it is cosec a plus cot a only. So this is only our RHS. Now we may write hence proved. So this question, this identity proving part is over for question number 5th of 5th. Now see question 6th of 5th. It is in LHS root 1 plus sin a upon 1 minus sin a is equal to sec a plus tan a. This we have to prove. So let us take LHS first of all. It is root 1 plus sin a upon 1 minus sin a. We can rationalize denominator here also in root. So on rationalizing the denominator, what we will get? See, we will get this root 1 plus sin a upon 1 minus sin a into 1 plus sin a upon 1 plus sin a. So now we can see here very clearly that in numerator it will become 1 plus sin a whole square, or we can take, first of all write it in root only. It is 1 plus sin a whole square, and in denominator a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square, that is 1 square minus sin a square. So we may write it right here, identity a plus b a minus b, or a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. A minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Here the identity is applicable in denominator, and in numerator a plus b whole square can be taken out from the root. So we can write, if a plus b whole square is there, then it will be written as 1 plus sin a only out of the root. So this will become 1 plus sin a upon 1 plus sin a upon, in root, here it is in root only, 1 minus sin square a. 1 minus sin square a, here identity will be applicable. It may be written as cos square a in root. So it will be 1 plus sin a upon root cos square a. 1 minus sin square a is equal to cos square a, because 1 minus sin square a is equal to cos square a. One minus sin square a is equal to cos square a. So now it can be written as 1 plus sin a upon cos a. 1 plus sin a upon cos a, because cos square a can be taken out from the root, so square will be removed. Now break the LCM, then it will become 1 upon cos a plus sin a upon cos a. Sin a upon cos a. So now it will become sec a plus tan a. This is only our RHS, sec a plus tan a. See your RHS part of the question, it is sec a plus tan a only. So that's why we may write here RHS and hence proved. This question number 6th of 5th is now.